set it up right now. Let's see. We decide on 4 randoms in a dungeon.
That's correct. And I went live like 10 seconds ago and you said yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what that was in there.
All right.
Properties.
You're welcome.
Did you put player perspective on yours?
I did not. I figure I put that in the bigger title or the bigger description.
I'm guessing I need a new icon for
Wood,
for here right now.
We were waiting for Tolab to get back from a Toodle.
All right, I'm live as well now.
So we should be good. He's doing this.
Figure give it a minute or two.
And we're gonna get started.
All right.
Don't forget the multi-twitch.
Send all my Facebooks and my tweets and such out.
No, I think that is the wrong one. I think this is supposed to be... Yeah, here we go. Copy. Alright, so here's the multi-twitch. Alright, I posted the multi-twitch in the in my stream. I'll put it up in the D&D group so people can watch if they want. Otherwise, things should be good to go.
Alright, let me make sure I'm live on my channel. Okay, I'm live on my channel. Good. Alright, good evening, my friends. My name is Tolab. We are here. This is going to be a new series. We are a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons online players. Some Dungeons and Dragons pen and paper. We're going to be doing 5th edition for you guys. We're going to be running the Horde of the Dragon Queen module. So tonight I'm joined by one of the regulars, or 2 of the regulars, excuse me, 2 of the regulars, and we will have one be just a little later, and then possibly 2 more on the next session. This is going to be a twice monthly session. So we'll go ahead and go around the table and introduce people. Start with Samus Garobo. He is a DDO streamer. He streams every night, or almost every night for DDO, and he also streams a few other games. But I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself, Sam.
Hello, everybody. As he said, I am Samus. Obviously, you can check out a wide variety of things. I mostly do like base builders, stuff like that. But I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for 28 years, give or take. Usually with a group of these a-holes that are hanging out, so we'll kind of figure it out. Real fast to answer some of the chat. I will keep a pretty close eye on my chat, and I will pause and mute myself from the main game to respond to chat. So if you have a question or comment or something, just wait until I'm not doing the role-playing stuff, and then I will answer it. I'll try to also time it where nobody else is also talking as well, but you never know how that works out.
Right, and I will, as a DM, it will be somewhat difficult for me to keep an eye on chat, but I will do my best. But just be aware that it is a challenge to be DMing and working on stuff like that. So, but I'll do my best, and also I do have Sam's chat up, and I can help respond in there as well. So we'll go ahead and go to the next. Unless you have anything else to add, Sam.
No, sounds good to me. Carry on, my brother.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and go to the next player that's going to be joining us for every week. We have Stiner with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Stiner.
Good evening, everybody. Stiner Davian, or Stiner for short. Like Samus, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a very long time, probably 30 years or so, give or take. And DDO since it first launched. I will try to monitor Samus's streams chat if you have any questions as well. But other than that, I'm ready to kick some ass.
Okay. So we will have 2 other people joining us for the main campaign. They weren't able to make it tonight, or excuse me, 3. We have 1 person coming in late, and then 1 person will be, or 2 other people will be here next session. So one of my friends, Atramis, I've known him for many, many years. He's going to be joining us late this evening. I'm not sure what time yet, but he will join us. And then we have Shoemaker. Anybody in the DDO community, especially people that follow DDO Wiki, will know Shoemaker. He's going to be joining us next week, and V-Love will be joining us as well. He's also a DDO personality. So other than that, we have a fill-in role, complete pun intended, because he will be playing the character of Phil Knightley tonight. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Zephyr. I'm also a very sporadic variety streamer, and if you watch Samus's DDO stream at all, you've probably heard me lurking in his chat before. Played DDO long time ago, but playing pen and paper D&D with Samus for many years, so happy to be here and help out.
Huzzah. All right, big boy. I think that's you. You get to take the mic now. I see you flashing, but no words are coming out.
All right. Hopefully it wasn't too much dead there. I apologize. I realized I left my book in the room. Okay. So all the introductions out of the way. We're going to go ahead and get started here. I think the best way to start is, why don't we go ahead and introduce your characters. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the actual screen now and turn my camera on so that you can see my ugly mug.
Ooh la la.
If I can see it.
So I suppose now's a good time to kind of get some hardware questions out of the way for people who are curious.
Yes,
we're
yes.
using a service called Roll20.net. It is a generally free service unless you buy their pre-made modules and stuff, which is something Tolab generously has done. And then they take the time to like get the maps all fit on the screen and all sorts of pretty things. But it is free. So if you are somebody who, you know, like myself, who had this a D&D group that kind of spread across the country or whatever, you can put them back together. You can find groups on their forums looking for members to play. It's a great tool for this. It has a lot of different things involved in it. And it's a really good service. Although you are going to hear us, or me mostly, make fun of the light. The random number generator is supposedly based off the randomness of light, which means it rolls low. I don't care what anybody says. And another quick programming note, because I am using my regular streaming service to stream/record this, it is not going to share my picture out on the chat and through the in-game service, which is kind of annoying. And unfortunately, that means you get to look at my sweet Samus Garobo face down here at the bottom in sweet cartoon form. And I apologize for that, but it is unfortunately a situation where the mic or a camera does not want to be used by 2 resources at once.
Right, right. So, sorry, go ahead.
That was it. I was just going to say you'll have to forgive us for that. Sporadically, I might turn my camera on, so like if I'm making a big facial gestures or something, but that won't go across to all channels. They'll just go out on mine.
Okay. Tonight tonight and carrying forward, we will be doing a very kind of a cool thing. We are going to be streaming from multiple different perspectives. As you've heard, I am streaming on twitch.tv/mtgtolab, and that's TOLAB. And then Samus will be streaming as well on twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. I have posted his link in my Twitch chat if you're in my Twitch chat watching. But other than that, if not, you are probably on Samus's chat. However, if you would like another option, there's a multi-stream link. I will have, go ahead and why don't you shout that out, Samus, because you know it better than I do.
Okay, so I use multitwitch.tv/ whoever's names you want to put in there. So in this case, it would be mtgtolab / Samus Garobo. I've thrown them up in a couple of chats here, and I will keep spamming them where I can. But this way, you can watch both views at once. You can go back and forth between both chat rooms. It does a lot of really cool stuff. You just have to plug
right.
that into your URL stream.
Go ahead.
There's a slight disadvantage. I believe you do show up as both viewers, but if you want to cheer or do anything like that, you have to go to the Twitch program directly.
Right. So, and that go ahead and bring us to another topic. We'll just go ahead and get the advertisements out of the way, and then we'll continue into the game. But me and Samus both have a couple of ways for you to support us and to help us carry on with this content. Both of us are affiliated with Twitch, so there is a subscribe button on both of our channels. You can subscribe for $5.99. That does give us a little bit of a cut of money, and it does help us quite a bit. I do not have a Patreon. However, Samus has a Patreon. That's patreon.com/SamusGarobo. You can support him for as low as $1 or as high as $3. And he gets a good chunk of that money because Patreon is very generous to their creators. So by no means are we telling you that you need to do that for watching the stream or enjoying the stream, but it does really help out keep our lights on and our computers going. So that being said, a simple follow is also appreciated, and it will let you know when we go live and when we're streaming not only this but our various other games. So advertisements out of the way. I hope everyone's well tonight, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the game. So Samus, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
Sure. So I am playing Samus. I'm Samus in all formats. That includes all games. That includes everything. Just my doohickey. And I've been lucky enough to talk Tolab into letting me play the newest version of the Artificer class from Wizards of the Coast. They keep coming out. They're tweaking and trying to fiddle with it. And they keep coming out. I believe it's Unearthed Arcana on the Wizards of the Coast website. So I am playing that. It's pretty exciting. It's got a very old school arty feel. So those of you who play Dungeons and Dragons Online, you're kind of used to this techno arty, where magic is a technology, basically. This is a little bit more of the second edition Artificer kit style. There's a lot more focus on making magical items, fiddling with magical items, and not so much things like rune arms and crossbows. And you're going to see some stuff. So in my case, I am a medium armored character. I've got some scale mail going on. You're going to see me with my quarterstaff a lot. And I'll be throwing on a lot of sweet spells, including a new one that is just out for the Artificer called Arcane Weapon. If I click it, it should show up over here. It is not working. Okay. And basically what it's going to do is it works a lot like the Dungeons and Dragons second level spell, where it gives your weapon a d6 of something damage, some sort of elemental damage. and you can switch that around as a bonus action. So I'm really hoping this is going to be a lot of fun. And Tolab had us roll random backgrounds. Or not backgrounds, but like feats out of the backgrounds. And it's going to be a little bit confusing because I am a charlatan. But I have a tendency to not want to cheat people unless they can afford it. And I can't help myself but cheat during games of chance. So it's going to be a struggle for me to play that part of the personality into this character. But I think we're going to have some fun one way or another. That's
thank you.
This version of Samus in a nutshell.
Thanks, Samus. Steiner, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
I'm playing Stiner, the Aasimar Hexblade Warlock. Aasimars are the exact opposite of tieflings. They come from an angelic, good outsider lineage, and my warlock has made a pact with a extra-worldly entity who's granted him a bunch of powers, leaning towards the martial side of the warlock here as a hexblade. Warlocks are very unique spellcasters in the sense that they have very limited numbers of spell slots, but the spells that they do cast are at their maximum spell level, based upon their character level. And as a hexblade, I also favor martial weapons, and instead of a normal warlock starting out with simple and light armor, I have medium and martial weapons at my disposal, as well as in addition to my cantrips and other spells. Interesting thing about my character is, we use the 3d6 drop 1 method to roll our attributes, and I thought I was rolling pretty damn well until the 6th one. So this is going to be a bit hard for me because my guy is only slightly smarter than a box of rocks. So role playing that very dumb intelligence is going to be hard. But it should make it fun too, because with my background as a noble, that could run into some fun things there as well. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop them into Samus' chat where I'm monitoring, and I can further explain what I hope to understand as the ins and outs of this warlock here.
Right. So why don't you go ahead and explain a little bit about your character's personality as well?
So my character is, like I said, he's a noble, but he's kind of been like, set aside by his family because he obviously can't take over. So he made this pact with this entity, and he's willing to do what it takes to get more power, and he doesn't like people telling him what to do. But he's also, got that tie to his family and the secret that they hold that could potentially ruin them. And no, it's probably not his dumb intelligence, in case those of you are asking. But he's also a bit, odd as well, just beyond his intelligence too. And some of that will come out as the game progresses. Things he likes to do, some little odd physical characteristics about him as well. So,
okay, thank you, Steiner.
That's about it.
Okay, yep. I appreciate it, Steiner. All right. So our adventure is going to take place in the world of Forgotten Realms. More specifically, the Sword Coast is where our adventure takes place. Let me zoom this map out. This map is very large. All right. So our adventure takes place in the Sword Coast. That's the west side of Faerun, and it is a colder climate. Most of you will know Sword Coast from games such as Neverwinter or Baldur's Gate. And also the Drizzt series takes place largely in that section. So these people, they don't know each other. They have met just by happenstance. They're all traveling on the road, and they're traveling on the road to a town called Greenest. For the past several days, you have been traveling a road that winds lazily across the rolling grasslands of the green fields. Sundown is approaching when you top a rise and see the town of Greenest just a few short miles away. But instead of the pleasant welcoming town you expected, you see columns of black smoke rising from the burning buildings. Running figures are little more than dots at the distance in a dark winged shape, wheeling over the keep that rises above the center of the town. Greenest is being attacked by a dragon. So this is what you guys see when you cross the hill. What is your first your first instinct as characters?
Oh, that pretty.
Clearly, these people need help.
Oh my! Clearly, these people need help. That seems a little bit extreme. Maybe they set themselves on fire.
Well, either way, being on fire isn't good for anybody.
I mean, they'll be warm for the rest of their lives, my friend.
But those lives won't be very long.
Why is that?
Might have something to do with the fire.
Oh.
Okay, so you see this this creature wheeling over the sky, over the keep, and it's taking passes. You can tell it is attacking the citadel. It does look like it's doing a decent amount of damage to the city. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I'm gonna look around and see if we find like a nice hole.
A nice hole. Okay.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I'm level 1. I have 11 hit points. I'm one of those guys that melts really quick.
Okay.
I feel like going in tomorrow once the dragon's done. We can go in there and loot some bodies or something. Oh crap! We can't go loot the bodies. I'm lawful good. Never mind. I guess we gotta go in. We gotta go be helpers, boys. I forgot I'm lawful good.
Okay, so Samus very bravely says to the rest of the group, my friends, we must go help the citizens. And I'm assuming starts to walk forward, correct?
Oh, no, I literally say, I forgot I'm supposed to be a good guy. And then I start to go in.
Okay, all right, that's fair, that's fair. So Stiner, would you like to follow him? There is the other two group members with us, but they're going to be mostly NPCs at the moment.
Okay, boss, if that's what you say.
Okay, so the four adventurers start walking very bravely towards the city. When you get to the edge of the city, without warning, 5 humans dash out from between 2 buildings on your left. A limping man and 3 young children race across the street into more shadows, and a woman carrying a round shield and a broken spear turns and faces back in the direction from which they came. 8 kobolds stream out of the alley as the family's heels and fan out around the woman, who seems determined to delay the creatures for as long as possible. So you see this happen right in front of you.
I just blast a kobold.
You just blast a kobold? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll attack, sir.
All right, you all gotta bear with me here 1 second as I reacquaint myself with this.
Okay. I also need. This is going to be kind of a shaky first session due to the fact that we're all relearning this program.
Okay, so I real quick, while we're kind of figuring this out, I think this is a good part, good time to interject. So you're going to notice a couple of d20s on the screen here, and a couple of d10s. So 5th edition, which is the edition we're playing, I'm not 100% sure if we mentioned that, has a system where you have advantage some of the time. So as a time saver, we're both rolling regular to hit and our advantage to hit at the same time. And what you're going to be able to do, if you look over here on the character sheet column, or the chat column, you're going to see Steiner's first roll, which will be the roll without advantage, and then the second roll would be the advantage roll. And advantage means you take the highest of the two numbers. Just for people watching that aren't familiar with the system or how it displays.
Okay, so Steiner, what was your to hit, sir?
I am guessing really I guess it was a 12 and a 20.
No.
Okay.
No, or was it a 27?
No, you ended up rolling twice, Steiner. So you rolled on your first roll would have been a 27 and a 12.
Okay.
And then your second roll was a 24 and a 20.
Yep. So
Okay, so a 27 and a 12. So your first roll was a 27. So you will hit the kobold, and then how much damage do you do to it?
Looks like I did 5.
5 damage to it. Okay, so you see these kobolds, and they're fanning out around the lady, and you push your hand forward, and a blast of energy comes out of your hand and smashes a kobold right in the side of its head, and it collapses right to the ground. The rest of the kobolds see this and shriek at you, "You'll pay for that!" And they are now turning their attention to your party.
I just blasted one in the face.
No, now hold on, Steiner. So we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Do we have a map, sir?
We can. So I will move you guys to the map.
Okay.
And then I will.
And is there an initiative button on the character sheet somewhere?
Yeah, hang on. We'll kind of cover all that together at once when our tokens get put on the map.
Gotcha.
2, 3.
I guess I don't need to see your
4,
stream so much as your chat.
5, 6, 7, and just 7 now because the other one's dead. All right, and then would you like the lady's token on there as well? Oh yeah, actually we do need to have her token on there. Where is she at? You want to apologize. I do have to get very close to my screen because I am partially blind, so I will be going in and out of frame sometimes. But you have to just forgive me for that.
The
all right,
multi-twitch is not working. All right, let me take a look at it real quick.
Something's not working?
I'll fix it.
Okay.
I mean, I had it up earlier and I thought it was working, so.
It's working for me.
Yeah, it looks like it is working. I'll post this one.
Suppose I don't really need my camera up, so we'll just do that. Let's see, where is she at?
Let's give it another go.
I have this giant list of tokens, and I'm trying to find where she's at on it. So I apologize.
Yeah, clicking it may want to put in the www or the HTTPS or whatever. So I took that out of the posting links.
All right, so we've got one here. Whoa, hey. Get back there. All right, and then my player tokens, which are. Do you not? You guys don't place your own player tokens? I believe
We do,
you
but
might.
you need to add us to the
Yeah.
map.
Oh, I do. Okay.
And then once
All
we're
right.
on the map, you should be able to like move the ribbon or something. I haven't used the DM side.
You guys should be on that. Yeah, you guys are on the map right now.
Are they linked to our character sheets?
No, we're not on the map.
I have the ribbon for players on there. I see it. I see the map on there.
Yeah, we're on the right screen, but our tokens.
Oh
are
yeah,
not
yeah.
on
The tokens aren't there. Yeah. I'm getting there. Sorry. Let's see. That was not in my tokens.
There's a little bit of a learning curve for the DM tools back here, I think.
Yeah, there is.
There's definitely a learning tool with the way Roll20 displays stuff.
Well, that's why I was trying to explain it.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah.
And I'll try to explain stuff as they kind of pop up also, but there's some of it you just have to do once or twice to kind of get the hang of it.
Okay. So let me make sure this works. So Sam, you are somewhere over here.
Okay.
And then we've got, I wish I could, can I copy? Let's see. I will get faster at this, guys. I do apologize for my slowness.
It's okay. Again, once the tokens are all in place and working, I believe they can just be like gathered together and then copied and moved to the next map.
Okay. All right. So those are the members that are currently with us right now. And you also see a heavily clad man. He runs up from the back of these kobolds, and he is going to be helping. If I can,
I'm gonna be in there as well.
yeah, that's you, my friend.
You're the heavily armored man.
You are the heavily armored man. Yes.
Okay.
And if you guys haven't figured it out yet, Samus is the one that looks like Samus, his picture, wearing the pink bunny slippers. And I am the guy holding the big ass sword.
Samus in all formats.
Okay, so there's our members there.
That's great.
And
okay, so
pardon, what was that?
Before you keep going, Tolab, we do not have the ability to interact with our tokens.
Yeah, because I don't think they are assigned to our sheets.
They should be. Let me make sure.
Should be, but they have to be like manipulatable or something.
Yeah, I thought I said all that. Let me make sure that it's not. Let's see. So go into settings. Okay, Sam, you should be able to move yours now.
Ah, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so now while he figures, gets the rest of this set up, what you have to do is you have to click and highlight your token, and you'll see your 3 circles come up.
Oh, there we go.
And then while you have the 3 circles up, you need to click on your character sheet, and then there's an initiative, basically in the top of the actual character block towards the middle.
Yeah, I see it.
So as long as your character is highlighted, and you can click where it says initiative. And
Hold on a second, guys.
Oh, is that me or is that you? That was.
Why? It's only 6. It's only 6 o'clock, honey. You gotta wake up at like 3 in the morning and not go back to sleep.
So you should be able to.
I'm gonna be busy for a while. Okay.
Wait.
All right. Good night. Love you.
Should be able to type in the multi-twitch depending on what you have highlighted.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull this up over here for a quick second. I'm just gonna pause Tolab screen. So this is it. This should work.
Yeah.
It may be a little bit behind on the multi-twitch or something.
Yeah, like anything's possible here.
Yeah.
And on Tolabs, I'll test to see if it says words on Tolabs. It looks like it should. Again, if it's not working
yep.
on both, just go ahead and pick one stream over the other.
Okay, so now what? Just to make things go a little bit more smooth, I'm going to roll the Kobold's initiative altogether because they do not actually have a character sheet for these NPCs. So, which I think is very poor design, but I think that's just a way for them to make more money.
Maybe. The other thing, Tolab, is you need to pop the character tracker up at some point. We may or may not have to re-roll initiatives after. It may or may not populate those.
The character tracker.
Yeah, there's an initiative tracker.
Oh, there is, huh?
Yeah.
Where is that at? I don't remember that one being a
Not
option.
Sure, but you have to click it. I think basically every combat scenario. At least that's how it's been done on our end.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep track of it because I can't seem to find it. So let's see, where is their stats here? So the way that you do this in on Roll20 is for my side, I will be going into the chat. I'm also doing this partially for my sake here, so.
Hey Tolab, do you see anything that looks like a clock underneath like an eye and the ruler icon on your screen? Probably on your
a clock with the eye and the ruler.
No, there's it's underneath an eye and underneath a ruler, but above the question mark. I'm assuming it's on your left-hand side, upper left-hand side.
Yes, I do.
Try clicking that clock.
Yeah, I see.
There we go.
Okay, so. Okay, so you guys are able to act much quicker than the kobolds. So go ahead and Steiner, you may have another action.
Okay, so how do I tell you which one I'm attacking? Just verbally tell you?
No, you can actually click and hold.
So you guys see the ping on the one right in front of me?
That was me pinging. Just click it and hold. There you go.
All right, I should probably change my color then too, huh? But I'm just going to blast that one there in the face.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I had the initiative up so that I could add these kobolds to it. Ooh, where's my mouse? Can't find my mouse. I just lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. All right. So kobolds should be added. And all right. So which one? That one right there. Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Roll attack. Oh, a natural 20. I saw that. Was that your first roll though?
Yeah, I changed it to normal for my rolls.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you get a little agitated with these kobolds harassing this family, and you point your hand forward, and a beam of light comes out of your hand, and it blasts this kobold right square in the face, and his head just absolutely explodes.
And then I am going to 10, 20, move back 30 feet. So they can't get me.
Okay. It is now Samus's turn.
Okay. I am going to grab my quarterstaff with two hands. And I believe if I do this and I drag... No, that's not how it works.
Oh, I didn't roll the lady either. I need to roll her. She's important.
There we go. So that should move smoothly across everybody else's screen. And I am going to take a swing at this kobold right here. And two-handed quarterstaff mode.
Okay, that's for the lady. So she'll go. Actually, she should have gone right where you're at, Samus, but we'll have her go just right after you.
That's fine. We can just say that she delayed for a turn or whatever.
Sure.
So,
You probably have a higher dex than her anyway.
well, she rolled a 10, so I have a 13. Anyway, so I have a 21 to hit for 6 points of damage.
21 to hit with 6 points of damage. Okay. And which one were you hitting?
The one just to my south here.
Okay. You smash this one right on top of the head, and it goes limp.
Oh, yes. We know all about the limpness over here.
So the lady here, she's going to come up to this one, and she's going to roll to attack. Oh. So you see her, she takes a stab with her spear, and it is very broken already, and she stabs and it just splinters as it grazes across the kobold, and it shatters. You see that she does actually take a little bit of damage from it, and she does not look well. So now we're going to go ahead and go to Phil.
There should also be a way that you can tell the initiative order to move on, and it should keep track of who everybody... It should float to the top. I'm not 100% sure how. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to move up to the one in front of me here. And I'll take a big old two-handed swing at it. I'm assuming a 7 does not hit.
No, a 7 will not hit. You graze off of what little armor the kobold does have.
Okay. Well, then that will be my turn.
Okay. So these kobolds are now sneering at you. This kobold here is going to rush at you, Samus.
Seems strong.
This kobold will rush at Phil.
So I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Did this kobold that is now directly in front of me, did he move through this square into this square?
Yes, sir, he did.
Okay. Carry on.
Okay. Okay. So we'll go ahead and roll for the one on Samus.
Okay. Did he generate an attack of opportunity from me?
You're right. He did. He did. Yes.
So I will also make an attack roll if that's cool.
Yep.
Power of Light 15.
15 will hit, sir.
8 points of damage.
You have a quarterstaff?
I do have a quarterstaff with 2 hands.
You trip him and bring it down on top of his head, and he is now completely unconscious. Good evening, Reddy. How are you doing? Someone in my chat. All right, so you kill that one very easily. Now, so we'll go ahead and move to the next ones. We'll go on Phil. So Phil, both of these, you can tell that they work very well together, and they're gonna roll advantage on you because of that. Oops, wrong one. Oh, the first one is does not do very well. He doesn't seem to break anything, but you could tell that his attack was not very good. You fended it off very easily. So the second one here. Oh, where is that roll at? Okay, you rolled a 13. Come on. And a 13. So what is your armor class, Phil?
It is 17 right now.
17. So he will hit you. He stabs you. He actually breaks through a little bit of a hole in your arm. And he will hit you for... Keep losing my mouse on the screen. I apologize, people. Oh, a lot of damage. He will hit you for 6 points of damage.
Ow.
And then now the ones attack the lady. You will see one of them will shank her pretty good, and the other one. The other one will actually miss her, but the first one will deal some damage to her, and the ones that can see it would be Phil and Samus can see this pretty well because it's the one that is damaging is the one that's to her right there. So now it is the top of the round. So Stiner.
All right. Being not so smart now. How do I drag the movement on here?
You just grab your token and move.
If you hold your token and you click with the right button, it'll show you where you move to, and it should make like a little shape or move along the path.
There we go. And then blast this guy.
Sorry, which one? I missed your circle.
The one to her north.
All right, I see that. Yep.
Sorry, excuse me, it's just one blast for AC 25 and 7 points.
Okay. So yeah, that one you blast off, and it is you see it goes limp. Okay. Now it is the lady's turn. She will hit the one that is right next to her, or attempt to. She's actually just punching it now. She's dropped her broken weapon and has decided to just punch it. She will hit it. But it seems pretty. She gives it a good black eye. So now it is Sam's turn. Go ahead, Sam.
All right, I will take a step here, and I will club the this guy right here. I believe I draw a line through Wittie. So Phil, you would like to give some advantage over there, big boy?
I would love to.
Okay. So now we're going to take the highest of these two numbers. So 21.
That will hit, sir.
For 4 points of damage.
Okay. You club it on the back of the head, and it kind of goes a little woozy, but it's still on its feet.
Okay. And then
okay, Phil.
I'm going to finish my movement by walking over here. And let this lovely lady know that she's trying too hard. She should just kill it.
Okay. Phil?
Okay. Well, I'm going to draw my shield now. And then swing at the one that Samus just hit.
Okay.
A 16 hit him?
A 16 will hit him, yes.
All right. Takes 11.
11 points. You smash his head in. His head is a puddle on the ground near your feet.
Okay. And then
okay. Can you continue?
I'm going to move up here And for my bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay.
Get some health back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you will see this kobold here. He shrieks and he starts running away. This kobold, Phil,
wait.
you will get an attack opportunity.
Okay, yeah, I still have my reaction.
Yes, so you will get an attack opportunity. And then this kobold here is staying strong, and it is deciding that it wants to move up and hit the guy that is reassuring the lady, because that just shouldn't go in his society. So Sam, he's going to step up to you and attack you.
Oh, very well.
You see he does take out or he has a very nasty looking dagger.
Seems strong.
Will a 13 hit you?
It will. My armor class is currently 12.
He will do 4 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Rhett, I can increase my their volume if is it too quiet for you? Okay. Ready. The volume should be a little better for you now. Okay. So the kobold drags his dagger across Samus's arm or some body part, and now it is Steiner's turn.
Did a 14 hit the kobold that was running away?
Yes, it did.
And then
I
took
apologize.
11.
11. So you're able to gash this kobold in the back as he very frightfully runs away, and he collapses to your feet.
So he killed him as he was running away.
Yes.
That makes my life easier.
Am I too loud, Rhett? I could turn down if I'm too loud. Sam, is there anybody in your chat saying I'm too loud?
I don't see anything currently.
Okay. I'll turn down my mic just a bit. All right, there we go. That should be a little easier on the ears.
I rolled an 11. I'm guessing that probably missed.
Okay. 11 will miss, yes. Okay. So the lady will look at Samus and say, you are right. Let's fell this creature together. And she will come over here. The kobold will get to attack her.
No, she just 5-foot stepped, right?
No, she's getting on the other side of it to help you. You could tell this lady she's a commoner. You could tell she's probably been in a schoolyard fight, and that's about it. So the kobold will roll and hit her. Oh, what the heck was that?
Oops.
Okay, so it does some damage, and you could tell she is looking very bloodied, but she's still standing strong. So now the lady will roll to hit. If I can find my mouse again. I keep losing my mouse on this white background. That will be a hit. You have not hit this one yet, right, Samus?
No.
Okay. Oh, she hits it very good. Clocks it on the side of the head, and it looks very woozy. It actually kind of falls back towards you a little bit, Sam, but not enough for a provoke. But it does kind of stumble back towards you.
Okay.
Okay, Samus, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna. If it's not broke, we're not gonna we're not gonna try to fix it. So we're just gonna whack it here with advantage. Looks like a 20 for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, you whack this thing and you club it right upside the head, and it kind of does like the Cinderella Man thing and just falls to the ground.
Excellent. First of all, I taunt my new compatriots over here about not getting nearly as many as the shitty wizard. And I step over to ask the lady how wounded she is. Does she need aid?
You can. She looks very rough when you go over to her. She's trying to catch her breath, and she says, "I am very much hurt, but we must make haste. There's bandits all about. We must get to the Citadel. It is the only safe place."
All right. Well, then I will cast a Cure Light Wounds on her for a D8, which apparently I did not.
Woohoo!
For 8.
Ooh, very good. So you put your hand on her shoulder and channel some magic into her. And you can see that she kips up right away, and she says, "Oh, thank you, kind sir. Now, please, my children, we must get them safely to the Citadel."
Tell her to calm yourself for 1 second, woman. We're not in immediate danger. As I give her another quarterstaff.
Okay.
And then I say, first of all, I ask if Phil here would like to aid us in guarding of these helplessies.
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, excellent. And then I ask Captain Thought if he would like to lead the way.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going, but
Excellent.
Sure, I guess fire.
That's why you walk first.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the town of Greenest, which you guys are on the screen right now. You guys are right here on the road, though, however. So you should all be there, right?
I have black screen.
Oh, I bet my fog is on. Hold on, let me turn that off. Where is the fog? Reveal areas. Okay, so there you go. That should reveal everything.
Excellent.
So this is where you guys are at. You guys should all be there, correct? Make sure I don't miss anybody.
Me and the lady.
Yeah, I don't see me or Phil.
It's probably because the fog is over there as well. There's got to be an easier way to do fog that's not this way. Let's see.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the fog stuff, period.
Okay. There's Phil, and here is Steiner. Okay, so that's where you guys are at. This is what you see. You also see the dragon is circling the citadel up there.
I look at this woman again and her kids, and I'm like, are you sure the Citadel's the only safe place? Looks like there may be a small chicken problem up there.
Sam, do you have knowledge nature or knowledge arcana?
Let me see which of these knowledges I took. We ended up splitting a lot of the knowledges up. So, let's see. I have history. I do not have any of those knowledges. I can roll blind, though.
Yes, everybody can roll blind if they wish.
But I have a history. I know dragons are bad from history. I feel like I definitely know dragons are bad from the tales of yore.
Uh-huh. So, would anybody else like to roll their knowledge checks?
I rolled a 10.
I'm not sure why Steiner's rolling double rolls every...
I think it's for advantage.
No, I have it set to normal. I think maybe I double-clicked on it.
Yeah, advantage
perhaps
goes side to side, not two rolls like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I double-clicked it.
Okay, so Steiner, you got a 10?
Yep.
And then Sam, you got a 10 as well?
19 on my history check.
19 on your history check. Okay.
If you'd like, I can roll an arcana as well. I also had a 10 on my arcana, though.
Okay. You can tell that the way that this dragon is moving about, it doesn't appear like it really has much interest in the attack. It is not... while it is hurting and it is taking people out, you can tell that it's making wide bursts to the castle, and it doesn't seem to be really taking that much of an interest in it, almost like it's playing with it.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to say that we should probably just find some other place to hold up for a minute. What are all these little buildings around me here?
They are all burning. These are like doors. They're made out of thatch. You can tell that while they're burning, they're kind of just smoldering right now, and they don't appear to be completely on fire. But there's lots of smoke in the area, and it is pretty hot, to say the least.
Quick look around. Do I see like sewers, like dug sewers, or is this just like a throw your crap in the ditch kind of city?
There doesn't appear to be any sewers in here, but as you search around the area a little safety, you do see a river that is running to your south there, and it does have some foliage cover in it.
Okay, I'm going to recommend to this woman that perhaps taking cover near the water and the tree line would be good.
That seems pretty wise.
Okay, so she will say, yes, I believe we should be able to make it to the citadel through the river. I know it runs very close to it.
Again, the big flying dragon monster flying around the citadel.
We will be safe in the citadel, I am sure.
Like all those other people in the citadel?
You see that she starts to run towards the river.
Very well. I feel like
her husband has the children in tow. He's struggling to carry them. He's got one in each arm, and he's got like the hand of the other, and he's kind of dragging it as he's as is trying to keep up. But they're all running very expediently to the river.
And I can't grab my token.
Which token?
Did you copy us over from the previous map, or did you re-paste them?
I can grab Phil, but I can't.
Copied it.
Okay, so it should work.
I can grab Phil's token.
Right.
But not mine. Or Samus's. Is there any, like, tracks in front of these buildings or anything like that?
Why? I can't even grab yours. Why can't I grab yours?
Is he on the right layer?
I can't even target him.
Yeah, if he's on a different... If he has to be on the
token layer.
The token layer, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I can't even target that layer, looks like.
Are you on the map layer, maybe?
No, I'm on token layer.
Okay. Maybe he's on the wrong layer?
I didn't change any layer.
Yeah, you wouldn't change anything. It would be when he copied and pasted your token in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Okay, how do I move layers then? Because this is... now I got everything all sorts of screwed up. Oh, Lord.
You can just try putting a new token in for him. And we can ignore that one for now. I don't think it hurts anything to have a second token.
Alright, hold on. I just
no, because nothing's tied to the tokens.
Alright, Steiner, you should be able to move yours now.
Yep.
And then Phil got moved to a different layer. Token layer. There we go. Okay, so you guys are now in the river. How you can see that the lady, she is moving with purpose, but she's also trying to be stealthy. The children are being mostly quiet, but you can tell they're children, you know. So go ahead and everybody roll stealth with advantage.
Well, I thought I saw a 19 there.
With advantage, Steiner.
I did.
Yeah, he did. He rolled a 1 on his second advantage roll.
Oh, I see it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, my dice are under the...
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Things.
You can see, you guys are being pretty stealthy, but you can see that Zephyr is splashing in the water as he walks, or Phil is splashing in the water as he walks. And it is making quite a bit of noise.
Hey, shut up.
You don't seem to have drawn any attention to yourselves yet, but you can tell that if things continue, it won't be well. So go ahead and roll another advantage. You guys are roughly about right here at this point.
I'm sorry, I missed the location. I was looking through some of the other tools.
Right there, sir.
Where are we supposed to be?
You are right about here.
I'm not seeing any pings either.
I'm not seeing that either.
Why is it not pinging?
Are you back to the wrong layer somehow?
Perhaps.
Wonder if there's a keyboard shortcut you're accidentally clicking. There, I saw a ping.
Okay, so you guys are right about there, roughly.
Okay.
Okay, so
grab Wittie. Oh.
Go ahead and roll a stealth with advantage.
Hang on. First, as we're going along here, I'm going to cast guidance on everybody for their to help them with their stealthiness, especially like Wittie here, who's being very annoying.
Okay.
So, Wittie, would you please be so kind to add 2 to your stealth roll? I'm sure that'll help a ton. And then I will also stealth with an extra 2 as well. And
Okay.
then the kids and whatnot will get an additional 3 to their stealth roll for guidance.
Okay. Steiner. Okay, so you guys move very gracefully through the river. You guys are now within sight of the citadel, and there is a small door in the back of it, and you can see that there is some groups of creatures fairly close, not like super close, but close enough that you would definitely want to be somewhat quiet.
All right, so we're like over here somewhere now.
Sorry, let me ping you again. Right there.
Okay. And the bad men are at the
They
back door
are.
of the citadel.
They're kind of like they're rushing around. You see you see some coming down like this street over here, some down this way. You can tell that they're starting to rush towards the citadel.
Okay. I'm gonna move the boys up here. And this door is on this side, like facing
Yes.
them, or do we need to go? Okay. So we can't like go around the back side here and then move up. Plus, there's a big dragon in the way.
Right.
Is the dragon flying in like the same pattern?
Yes, it's flying. It's taking passes at the citadel. You'll see it kind of breathe a little bit of fire, and you know, like it does very little to the actual citadel, but you will hear some screams coming from the ramparts, and they are. It's flying in a pattern of like it'll fly in and then it'll fly away, and it'll fly in again.
But it's actually the dragon itself is actually setting things on fire down there.
Yes.
Okay.
So how would you guys like to proceed?
With caution. All right.
Why don't you bring the boys over that way? Well, never mind. I'm too stupid to suggest it.
Why don't we just hide a couple of us over here in this area, and the NPCs, and I'll help them get all stealth down here, and then we can start a ruckus like over here as a distraction, and they can run in. It's a giant blue dragon, I think.
It is a blue dragon, yes.
So
cool. If we kill that, we'll be like level 20.
So I'm gonna take the NPCs. I'm gonna sit them over here. I'm going to guidance again, and then stealth them to the best of my ability, which is apparently not very good. So it looks like a 5. I'm gonna stealth them the best we can, and then I'm gonna suggest that we move over here and we quote unquote ring the bell, as Ben always likes to call it, and we can escape like this way. And we should be able to double back around into the citadel.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Is everyone good with that? I don't know if Wittie is... Oh, he's still off mic. So Wittie's going to have to do whatever I say anyway. Yeah, sounds good. All right.
Okay. So go ahead and... what are you gonna do, Sam? You're gonna walk over to the street side and start yelling, or how are you?
My plan is to have Stiner kill one.
Stiner kill one. Okay. Stiner, you'll notice. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Oops. Okay, that was a shitty roll. Yeah, I don't see shit. Assuming the first one, right?
Yeah, all the chaos. You're not seeing a lot of them. Like you'll catch a glimpse of one and you'll get ready to shoot at it, but it kind of dodges out of your view before you actually do get to see it fully to get an aim on it. but you are seeing. You're actually seeing not only kobolds, but you're also seeing humans.
It's easier to see a human.
That was what your perception was for.
Okay.
Was so you're seeing them. They're running all over. They're going, weaving between buildings and such.
Okay. Well, if I can't see it, not being very smart, I will just run up here.
Run up where I did not see a ping.
Oh, he physically moved his character up to the top intersection.
Oh yeah, yes. I see.
So I will move up here.
Uh-huh.
And then I will come out here.
Okay.
Okay.
And then just yell.
Before we get too much deeper, what is this current scale of the map?
This is there should be a
the thing at the bottom has like, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares to 100 feet.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
So that would make each square like just under like 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that in mind as you're running so far away from the group, Stiner.
Okay. So Stiner, you round the corner, and you don't even need to roll perception for this. You round the corner and you see about 15 humans.
Like right here at the intersection?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're 95 feet away from us. The map does work. It is scaled correctly for like drawing lines, by the way.
And how do you draw the lines again?
Go to the circle and the ruler.
Okay. Yeah. And I just say,
oh man, they
boo.
gotta run a 75-foot dash. Sweet.
And I blast one and yell out, boo.
Okay, roll attack.
And I yell out really loud so that the guys like Samus and everybody can hear me.
I look at Phil and I say, wow, that tryhard's dead for sure.
Okay. So you roll you do hit one of them. You do a goodish amount of damage to it. Why did you roll 2d10? You should only be rolling 1d10, I believe.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why I rolled 2, but it's only showing.
Yeah, his dice is still calculating just 1. It's probably still something weird with the spell trying to roll.
Fair enough.
Advantage.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot one in the back. It takes a good chunk. But you can tell he turns around and glares at you very angrily. You guys hear Steiner yell boo, and then you see a beam come from his hand. And
then I just take off right after I shoot him.
Okay. That's fine. Go. You can move your 38. That's fine. The scale is odd. So, it's Samus and Phil. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to.
You will see the lady will start running towards the citadel.
Perfect. I'm going to guidance, and I'm going to hide against this wall right here for a second. Apparently, probably going to be amazingly once again. Can I assume that I have advantage because I'm hiding behind this wall?
Yes.
Sweet. 21.
Okay. You think you're hiding pretty well?
And which way is the current going, by the way?
The current will be running north. Or like it'll be running to the east. Sorry, the east.
So it'll take us towards the citadel.
Yeah.
Towards the citadel, yes. The river is not very deep. It's maybe up to your knees.
Oh, okay. That won't work then.
Okay. I'm not sure what Phil would like to do, but
Phil is also going to duck behind this building because he's still off microphone, and that's what I.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll for with advantage for Phil?
think I can access Phil's character sheet. No, I cannot.
Everyone should be able to access Phil's character sheet.
All we can see is his bio and info section.
Okay, let me adjust that.
Is this guy actually named Phil?
Yes, this guy is actually named Phil.
Is that Phil Dunphy?
That is Phil Dunphy. All right, there you go, Sam. Everybody should be able to access it now.
All right, so he's the masterful stealther. 14. Wait, he double rolled too, didn't he? No. Okay, that one's mine. That's his. Yeah, so 14.
Okay. Yeah, you think that Phil seems to be hiding pretty well too. Steiner, you have a trail of humans. They're chasing you and they're yelling, "Get back here, you fucker!" And you can tell you don't want them to catch you. That's for sure.
Oh, I just keep running.
Okay. Full speed. So you do get back to the river.
Yep. And I'll just run across the river.
Run across the river? Like you want to get out of the river?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you are now across the river, out of the river. Okay, so
is a dash.
Yeah, they are all continuing. They are like they're a little behind you. They're about right there.
Okay. So when the opportunity arises,
I
believe Acid Splash. No, that's the one person thing, right? Let me double check.
No, Acid Splash does 2 creatures within 5 feet of each other. If not all creatures within 5 feet, but I think it's 2.
No, it's 2. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna Acid Splash a couple of boys here as they run by.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I don't think you even have to roll for that. You just roll damage, correct?
Dex save of, I believe, 14. Why did they not output on the sheet correctly? Let me double check my save here. Yeah, 14 for 2 of them.
Okay. So you'll see one of them dodges out of the way of it. Will hit square in the chest.
And he'll take 6.
Ooh. You see that that acid burns through his armor and he's now screaming in pain.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Not me. Phil, on the other hand, is going to pick one and cleave it mightily.
Okay.
Looks like he's got 2 longs. Oh, he's got a longsword 2 hands, so he's gonna 2-hand longsword this guy. Looks like a 17, unless he gets advantage for the stealth roll, which I think is probably correct. And then it'd be a 19.
Yeah. So that does hit, and he does what is that? 13 points of damage, I believe.
12.
12 points damage. Okay. Yeah, you cleave, or Phil cleaves and actually chops one of their legs off, clean off, and he screams for a minute and then collapses to the ground, and he does not appear to be moving. There is quite a few more coming, though. Do you guys want to do anything before the rest of them can get to you? You guys do have a move action.
Yeah, I think it's time to book. Can we see how far the ladies and the children's are?
By this point, the lady is almost to the door. You will see a soldier at the door holding the door open and yelling at her, "Come on, let's go!"
All right, I think it's time to make like a tree and leave, boys. So I start hoofing it towards the citadel.
Okay.
As fast as my gnome feet can carry me.
Okay. I assume everybody goes in tow. Okay, so you guys make haste towards the Citadel. You see them running behind, keep pace with you guys. Roll a sense motive, everyone.
Is that insight or perception?
Insight, yes. Sorry, I play so many systems. Insight.
No.
Maybe Wittie's good at this. Wittie's probably not good at this. All right. So an 11 and a 14.
So yeah, you guys can see that they're chasing you, but you're not quite sure why they're chasing you. But yeah, they're chasing you, well, you know why they're chasing you, but you know why they cannot keep up. So you guys do make it to the Citadel, and the doors slam behind you, and you can hear the raiders. They are now. There's a louder presence on the outside of the walls. You guys are all out of breath. The lady thanks you all very much, especially you, Samus. And she says, without you, I believe my family would have made it, but I surely would have perished. So I thank you for that.
I asked her if she wanted to bet on it. I think she would have made it.
And she will say, you are kind to have faith in me, and in a world I may have, but they wounded me gravely, and you were able to save me, so I thank you.
Oh, well, it's nothing. Any brave, handsome, good-looking guy would have done the same for sure.
So the Citadel is bustling. It's got soldiers running all over the place. You guys do see the dragon's electricity kind of it's like fire electricity breath. It's going up over the bulwarks, and it's taken a few casualties so far. One of the soldiers will say, come up to you, Samus, and say, "Did I hear that you helped in the city?"
I mean, you could call it that. Basically, we ran away real good.
Oh well, it was still brave of you to even enter the city during this time. I'm sure that Governor Nighthill would like to thank you personally.
Oh. I don't know if we need that kind of gratitude for something so foolish as running into a dragon attack, but lead on, my boy.
He'll say, I'm to stay at my post. So you, he points the way up to one of the bulwarks. It's not in the direct path that the dragon has been taking that you can see. And he will say, he's up there. He's planning right now, but I'm sure he would like to see you.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Up higher where the dragons are attacking. Excellent. And I guess I'll take the boys with us.
Okay.
We'll bravely head into the fire.
Okay, so you guys head up. You see an older gentleman. He got one half of his face is badly burned. He's wearing a blood-stained tunic, and his arm is in a sling. And he appears to be bending over a table with a map of the area on the table, and he is muttering to a couple of their soldiers.
I cough awkwardly.
He looks up and he says, he kind of smiles a bit, and he says, yes. What can I do for you? Make it quick. We quite a situation here.
I look around at everybody and I'm like, I suppose we're supposed to get thank yous, I think. I mean, I feel like it's a trap, but you know.
He looks at you and says, I've not heard of anything, but did you help in the city? I do not strangers to my town.
We did. I explained our heroics in exquisite detail. Except I really embellish how many guys Stiner killed.
Okay, all right. He says, "Oh, it is very brave for strangers to rush into a situation such as this and help where help is needed. I do thank you. I will show my gratitude to you guys once the city is more hospitable.
Excellent.
However, I do not wish to ask more of you, but we are short-manned. Would you be willing to help me?"
I take one look at Phil, one knowing look at Phil, and I say, "Sure," as I shrug my shoulders.
Okay.
Always happy to help.
Oh, it is very grateful. Seek
It's
out
just
my
a dragon. It can't be that hard, right?
seek out my captain. He is a dwarf man, and he will lead you to things that need to be done.
Somehow I knew we went from heroes to bitch get to work.
How many kobold ears you want?
He'll look at you and say, nothing, Graham. I'm sure he has work that you can do that will be very helpful. So you guys walk away. He goes back to his map, and when you walk into the courtyard, you're looking around for a dwarf, and you see a few mostly humans in this area, but you will see a dwarf, and he's walking around. He looks kind of merry, but you can tell he's not his normal self. He is kind of barking some orders at some soldiers, and this is obviously the man that you're looking for.
All right, well, walk over to the dwarf and go, I guess we've been recruited.
He will say, more people to help. Wonderful. This dwarf, he's a very large dwarf. He has fiery red hair, and he says, "Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Captain Escobar the Red." He says, "There is much to do. The first thing I really need done is I need a way to get in and out of the castle safely. As you can see, we have been brought in on, to say the least. But I know of a tunnel that goes out of the castle. It was a secret tunnel that we used to ship goods through for our soldiers. This tunnel hasn't been used in many, many years, but I do believe that it would be an asset to you to open it."
Okay.
So he will point you the way to the tunnel. Once you get the tunnel open, report back to me, and I can tell you what needs to be done at that point.
Damn it, I was just about to ask if there are any other side quests he wanted us to handle while we're out. Okay. Let's go find this tunnel.
Okay, so you very easily find the entrance to it is a very dark tunnel. Does everybody have dark vision?
Yep.
I
Sure
don't,
do.
because I am a human.
Okay. So you can look back and you see that Phil is
Hold on a second. I can do something.
Yeah, I look at Phil and
I just cast light on Phil's clothing.
okay. So you
I take a look at him and I say, "Guy, dude, bro, Stiner. He can't drop that if he has to run away. Instead, I pick up a rock. I put light on the rock. And I say, look, Phil, close your hand around the rock. See how it gets dark?
Close my hand.
Phil, like, open up your hand just a little bit, like so like light just comes out. Oh, see how you can like open, see, and in the event of a danger, he can drop it. He can't drop his clothes in the event that we have to run away in the darkness.
I just waved my hand and Phil's clothes go dark.
All right, excellent. Write this down in your learning diary.
Okay. So what is your marching order?
Well, Phil's going first because he's the most exposable. He can be lost the most easy. And
Okay.
Steiner has the boom boom from a long way, so he can go in the last.
Okay. So you guys walk in. You guys are. It appears to be ankle deep water, and you guys walk in about 15 or so feet. And Phil, do you have your light showing?
I've got it like I've covered it up so it's like just showing in like one particular direction. It's not beaming everywhere.
Like a
Okay.
bullseye lantern almost.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Hey,
go
also-
ahead and
Real fast.
Yes.
So this is knee high to humans?
no. This is ankle high to humans. This is
okay.
this is
Alright,
just
so
kind of like
just like knee height here. Okay.
yes.
What does it smell like?
This smells like stagnant water. It seems like the water wasn't supposed to be in this tunnel. It appears like maybe over the time, the age, there's water crept into it, and just since it's not being used, the water just kind of sat and has become stagnant and stale.
All right, just making sure this isn't in fact the sewer I was looking for.
No, this is
earlier.
not the sewer you were looking for earlier.
Damn it. Okay.
Okay, so Phil, go ahead and roll me a perception straight up, and then everybody else can roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Okay.
Why do we get disadvantage if we can see in the dark?
This
I'll
is a
take
very
advantage on that roll.
no, because you have the light. You get straight up, and this is a very thin tunnel. You guys are behind Phil, so you guys don't see as well as he does what is in front of him. This tunnel is wide enough for one soldier to walk through.
13. 10.
Okay.
Nope. It's a 13. Ignore the third one. only
Also, I'm
clicked
going to
it
be popping
once and
off
once.
guidance pretty consistently here for an average of +1.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's see. Sam, you do not see this, and Steiner, what was your roll? 13.
Yeah, 13 out of 17.
So Steiner, you kind of can make out some figures in the darkness, and they're scuttling around. Phil, you, however, notice that there are rats all over in this tunnel.
Anybody have anything against rat?
I just draw my axe when I see the figures,
Okay.
and I look behind us.
You see Sam standing behind you, and
Wait, I thought Sam was in front of me.
oh, Sam's in front of you. Okay. You see Sam. You don't see Sam behind you. You see the way you just came. The rats have not seemed to have been well. That you could tell that they could see you, but they have not gained interest in you yet.
Seems strong. We should probably
Press forward.
keep the rats from being interested in us.
Okay. So you press forward. You can see they are all about. You step forward a couple of inches, and you expect them to kind of move as the light goes. They don't disperse. They are all about the ground. They're looking for stuff to eat, and a few of them will kind of pop their heads up and look over at you, and they will chitter a bit.
Gross.
So, do you guys continue forward, or what do you guys do?
Yeah, I feel like we got to get this bloody tunnel open, right? So there must be something going on.
Okay, so you continue forward. Phil, do you do anything as you get right up on the rats?
I mean, as long as they're not doing anything to me, I'll leave them be.
Okay. So Phil, you get into about the middle of rats, and you will see that they start climbing all over your legs, and they are now moving up towards your torso.
I am going to start kicking around and trying to brush them off.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay.
Roll me a D6 and cut it in half for damage. You may add your strength if you are vigorously pushing them off.
So 2.
Okay, so 2. You're not adding any kind of strength into this?
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, you pushed a couple of them off, and now there is some more rats. They are now heading towards Samus. So go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
Yes!
Where is my mouse? There is my mouse. Up initiative and delete.
Why did I not show up there?
Did you click on your token before you rolled?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah.
So I gotta delete this and delete this one and this one. All right.
Yes.
And that one. There we go.
Steiner's just so happy to get his things on the initiative that
It's a good feeling.
Well, just all the rats are going to go before me. So my plan goes out the window. Aha.
Add that.
Roll20 did, in fact, tell me that I wanted to send the roll to the turn tracker, but no token was selected.
Oh, that's good. Let's see.
And then, I don't know if you guys see the bar above my character, but that's my hit points there. And bar 3.
Okay, so Samus, you see a group of rats there now rushing towards you, and their teeth are chattering. They don't look happy.
Okay.
And you're going first.
Being a gnome and someone who deals with burrowing animals, often I know that they're probably just hungry and looking for something to eat. So I reach in my backpack and I grab several of my rations and I throw them down the hallway after like a little bit of breaking them open or down the water.
Okay. Roll me a percentile.
Okay, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Alright, so
98%. So yeah, you very quickly grab some rations out of your bag, rip them open without care, and you throw some down the hallway, and you will see the rats stop in their track, and they turn and rush towards the food.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, Phil, you have rats crawling all over you, and they attack.
You may have to repeat that last bit.
The rats on Phil are now crawling all over his torso, and they're biting at him. Gross.
Armor is currently
19.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they're biting and they're like clinking off of metal, and they are not getting through your armor, but you can see they're trying very hard. So now it is your turn, Phil.
Okay. I'm going to drop my shield and my light rock, and I am going to start grabbing rats, throwing them off.
Okay.
Can I see the rats clearly from where I am?
You can, yes. You see them, but they're all over his torso.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay, Phil.
Yep.
Did you roll to attack?
Okay.
You said you wanted to push more of them off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you do hit them. So go ahead and roll a d6 of damage with cut in half.
Two. Again.
2 points. 2 points of damage. Okay. So yeah, you're pushing some more of them off. You're doing an okay job, but it kind of feels like every time you push some off, just more get on you. So you're making a little bit of headway, but you are seeing more just continue to try to jump on you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So go ahead, Steiner.
Are the rats just climbing on Phil and chasing the food, or are they coming to me?
The one pack of rats are all going towards the food, and then one pack of rats is climbing all over Phil and biting at him.
So I'll walk up the. Can I get up to Phil, or is Samus in the way?
You can reach over me.
Yeah, you'd have to push if you want to get up to him. You'd have to push past Sam, but you could do that. It'd be a tight fit, but you'd have to squeeze.
I mean, I am small, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'll squeeze past him and just with my shield try to scrape some of them off Phil.
Okay, so go ahead and roll attack disadvantage.
An attack with disadvantage?
Yes, just for because you had to squeeze past, so you're not completely on your feet yet. So.
All right. Disadvantage.
You just gotta roll your d20 twice.
Yeah. Using my shield, though, not the. Well, I guess I can scrape him off with the axe, not trying to hurt him.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of push. You're being very careful not to hit your compatriot, and you just kind of misjudge, and you don't actually push any off. Samus.
All right. Let's see. I want to continue to get the food going, but I also would like to get my new friend here, a little bit of aid. So
Okay.
I'm going to go back through my quick history notes and see if I remember anybody talking about how to quickly remove a rat swarm from somebody without hurting them, like perhaps covering them with oil or grease of some sort, perhaps from a famous movie about a guy recovering a cup or something. So then
there's definitely no movies, but there perhaps a play.
A play. And I believe what they ended up doing was diving under the water and setting them all on fire. But I believe they also greased themselves. So I'm going to grease my friend.
Okay. Sure. So you grease your friend. Phil, go ahead and roll flex. Or a dexterity save. Excuse me, this is 5th edition. So you do get really nice and slick, and you slip and you fall into the water. The rats are now, you actually will smash a couple on the way down, but the rats are now all over the ground, and they're scurrying around. They've got grease all over their paws, and they're slipping. It's kind of actually amusing to watch. Okay. So, you can tell that they don't, after they slip off, they kind of get a whiff of the food and they start running toward food. You guys get to the end of the tunnel. The rats are pretty entertained with the food. You get to the end of the tunnel and you see a gate, and it has a rusty lock on the end of it, and you can hear the river running just on the other side of it.
I wave my hand and try to clean the rust off the lock with prestidigitation.
You wave your hand and you make the lock look pretty.
Oh, bollocks. All right, never mind. I'm going to pull out my... Oh, well, I didn't take a lot of these things. All right, so I am going to take a look at this thing, oil it up, do all of the things, make this sucker work, and we'll add that average of, remember that average of 2 on those rolls, so a 12.
Right. Okay. A 12. And this is, what are you using for this?
I'm using my thieves tool. Oh wait, what am I doing? I should just use my thieves tools. Hang on, because I'm like double extra proficient in the thieves tools. There we go. Never mind, 8. It's going to take me a minute. Apparently I've mislabeled my tools today.
Okay, so are you trying to open the lock?
Yeah, I'm going to open it. I'm going to kind of like get it back in working order. Maybe after I get it open, I'll try to make a replacement lock. Or replacement key. There we go.
You try to open the lock the first time and you open. What was your second one?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you start, fiddling with the lock, and you're cursing yourself, going, damn lock, piece of shit. And you really get into it, and you find the exact hole, and you click it, and you feel the lock click, and you can actually feel part of the metal just kind of crumble a little bit as it clicks.
Okay. Point of order. As a lawful goody shoes, I didn't use any of that foul language.
Oh, okay.
I'm a good boy.
Very well.
I'm a good boy.
Okay, very well. So you are this lock is hard, and you're very well trying to get it open.
Fiddlesticks and fudge sickles.
Okay. All right. So you get that open.
I'll see this lock next Tuesday.
Yeah. You do. You don't have the time to make a new lock, but you are able to get the lock open. Do you open the gate, or what do you guys do?
Well, I mean, I don't think it'd be wise to open the gate and leave it exposed. So maybe just leave it closed, but maybe maybe we stealth it up real good.
Okay.
So,
What does he want us to do down here? Just open the gate?
yeah, he
Yes,
wants
he
us to
wanted you-
open the gate and to report back to him because he couldn't give us 2 quests at once.
Okay.
So, is anybody proficient in stealth here? No?
That's right, Jake. Piece of snickerdoodle.
Okay. So, I'm going to
Nope.
fresh guidance. Would anybody like to assist me in stealthing this doorway? So it is not very noticeable from the outside.
I could use prestidigitation to dirty it all up.
Yeah, let's not make it dirty. How about can you just roll your stealth
This is
check
like
and find
a
10?
this is like a wrought iron gate
Yeah.
covering the entrance.
Yeah, we're just kind of like putting stuff
Oops.
around to
Yeah.
hide it. All right, yes, excellent. I'll take his assistance
Okay.
and 22.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make the gate look pretty covered up. Roll an insight real quick. Or perception, excuse me, perception.
Who? Just him?
Yeah. So 14.
You will hear off by you do hear some raiders, or at least some humans, and they are splashing around in the water outside. But that's what you hear.
All right.
So you guys will go and report back, and we're going to start the next session with that. So we're going to go ahead and stop here, guys. I thank everyone in chat and Samus's chat for joining us. I believe Samus is going to be streaming some DDO here in a few minutes. I'm
Yep,
not
gonna
sure.
I'm gonna grab a quick meal before I am
Okay.
out of my food window, and then I'll be back with some XP. I think we're level 10, so gearing
Okay,
up.
yep,
Moving
so-
into Ravenloft.
Definitely go check him out. I will also be streaming DDO here in a bit on my channel. So my channel's MTG Tolab. It's twitch.tv/MTG Tolab. Samus's channel is twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. Both of us stream almost nightly, and this is going to be a twice a month thing. We're not quite sure the exact schedule yet, so that's going to have to be figured out soon. And if you follow us, give us a follow, and we will be very glad to let you guys know when that's going to happen. And we'll just go ahead and run the ad real quick. This kind of stuff that we're doing right now, it does cost a little bit of money for us. Like I bought the module, and and we are trying to do this just to earn a little bit of money. So Samus, he has a way you can support him through Twitch with either a Twitch Prime subscription. That would be free if you have Amazon Prime, and it's a great way to support. And I also have that ability on my Twitch for a Twitch Prime subscription. Otherwise, you can subscribe through Twitch for $5.99. It's a great way to support. I do not have a Patreon. However, Samus has a Patreon. That's patreon.com/SamusGarobo. And you can support him for as low as $1 and as high as $3.
Ironically, it's just Samus on the Patreon.
Oh,
I
really?
set the Patreon before I had got everything else kind of in place. So it's
Okay.
just Samus on
Okay. I
Patreon.
apologize for that.
Oh, no worries, mate.
So or patreon.com/Samus will be his Patreon, and it's a great way to support him. I support him on both Twitch and on Samus Patreon because he does do a lot of really good content. So anyways, we will be doing this like I said, twice a month. We didn't have all of our players here tonight, but the next session we should have everybody, and we are very happy that for the people that did come, and we would love to see you again on the next one. So guys, any final parting words before we go?
No, I just want to say as we get a little bit more experience with the tool and get things going, things will pick up speed and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll be able to get pretty deep into stuff as things proceed on. And I do just want to shoot out there real quick. You can also watch those ads for bits, or just go ahead and purchase some bits and you throw bits at any location. Don't forget both Zephyr and Stiner Davian both also have Twitches as well.
They do, yep.
Yeah, Twitch pages as well. And we'll get those links out somewhere, probably at the very least, the YouTube videos that are going to get archived.
Yes, there will be a YouTube video archived here. You guys, any of it, it'll be on Samus's YouTube, and then also my my Twitch will have it as a video on demand for the next 14 days. So if you missed any of it, you can go back and see me stumble through my my portion of it, or you can see Sam rock his portion of it. I'm sure he did fantastic.
I mean, always. All right, everybody, with that, I'm going to grab some food, and we'll catch you guys probably in about 30 minutes for some sweet XPs over in Dungeons & Dragons land.
All right, have a good night, Samus.
You too, buddy.
Night.
Toodles, everyone.
All right, good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Bye now.
Doodles.